Man City want Rodrygo. Zinchenko is closing in on a move to Fenerbahçe. And Greek Giants wants Albert Sambi Lokonga. Welcome back to RASenal TV and welcome back to the RASenal Transfer Centre. I hope you are all blessed and well on this sunny Monday morning. It's going to be a beautiful day today, and hopefully it's a beautiful day for Arsenal. As I said in the beginning, Man City have now entered the race for Rodrygo. Fenerbahçe are closing in a move all for our left back Alexander Zinchenko, and Albert Sambi Lokonga is wanted by the Greek Giants, and we are going to talk about many more things today. Make sure if you're new here that you subscribe to the channel, smash on a like on the video, and get in the comments down below. But let's just get straight into it, because I was going to talk about Zinchenko and Albert Sambi Lokonga mainly this morning. But this morning it was reported that Man City will enter the race for Rodrygo if the move for Savinho to Tottenham goes through. They want to make sure that they have backup options for that left wing role, and Rodrygo will be top of Manchester City's list if Savinho is sold to Tottenham. Now, the reason why this worries me is because Rodrygo wants a big wage to join a Premier League team. Arsenal don't want to pay no big wages. Man City might want to pay those big wages if they want to make the move a permanent transfer, because Arsenal at the moment are looking at a loan deal more so than a permanent move because of the wages and because of the high transfer fee that Real Madrid will command for Rodrygo. So, talking about left wingers, it takes Ademola Lookman out of the running as well for that left wing, because he also actually rejected a move to Arsenal this morning and he wants to stay at Inter. So in terms of left winger options, they are dwindling now. Rodrygo's top of the list. There is still Rafael Leao. There is still Anthony Gordon, but Anthony Gordon's move depends on if Isak leaves Newcastle for Liverpool, and obviously Newcastle won't let two of their biggest stars go. But Man City will enter the race for Rodrygo if Savinho moves to Spurs. Do Arsenal fans need to be worried? Do we need to be worried about that? Because he's top of my list. I would absolutely be worried about that. Now, let's talk about Alexander Zinchenko. Now, it was heavily reported yesterday through Turkish media, and the Turkish media also reported that Thomas Partey will be leaving Arsenal a week before it was confirmed. So Zinchenko is wanted by Fenerbahçe. Mourinho wants him because he's a very versatile player. He can play left back, he can play in midfield, he can play in the six as well. That's why Mourinho wants him. Now, he's not going to command a big fee Zinchenko is. Now, the fee that is being spoken about is 50 million euros. Now, I think that's a bit too low for Alexander Zinchenko and the versatile player that he is. I think we can get a minimum of 20 million euros for Alexander Zinchenko, but it seems that if a deal can be struck, Arsenal won't get in the way of a move for Alexander Zinchenko to Fenerbahçe. So this move feels like it can be moved on swiftly this week, and it can get completed absolutely this week as well. We'll probably hear more news on the Zinchenko move today. Also, as I said, the Greek Giants want Albert Sambi Lokonga. That is PAOKFC up there in Greece. Greek Giants always battling with Olympiacos for that Greek title. They've won their title, I think, not this season, but the season before, the 23-24 season. They've always in and around the top four as well. This looks like a move that can get done for Albert Sambi Lokonga. Now, we know that Arsenal are seeking a permanent transfer for Albert Sambi Lokonga out of the club. Whether these conditions are for a permanent transfer or a loan move remains to be seen. But we know that Arsenal want the permanent transfer of Albert Sambi Lokonga out of the club. He has not featured for 1 second in this preseason tour. He's just not in the plans at all. He's really fallen down the pecking order. And with the amount of midfielders that are coming through at Arsenal and the amount of midfielders that we signed, it's very likely that Albert Sambi Lokonga will leave. His time is done. He did put cryptic messages on Instagram saying potentially that he will fight for his place. If you read between the lines, that's what it seemed like he was saying, but he hasn't been given a minute's opportunity to show that he could potentially be a help to this Arsenal team. So he will be on the move. As I said earlier, Ademola Lookman has rejected a move to Arsenal because he favours a move to Inter Milan. It looks like the player wants to stay in Italy. He loves Italian football. He's adjusted to Italian football, So if he wants to stay there, stay there. That's absolutely fine. That's not someone that was the top of my list to come into Arsenal anyway for that left wing role, even though he is a very, very good player. Absolutely, but he's not someone that I would be targeting. Now, we know that Nelson is also looking at the exit door this week as well, and Fulham are the main team in for him. As I said, Arsenal are seeking permanent moves for these players. Everyone else that still wants to leave, if they are going to leave, Arsenal want to secure permanent moves. That is of Nelson to Fulham, Kivior potentially to AC Milan, and Vieira to Stuttgart. Now, the move for Fabio Vieira seems to be getting closer. There's still talk over the fee and what the final fee will be that for Fabio Vieira. But people, as far as I'm concerned, that is it for today for the RASenal Transfer Centre. A number of exits are being planned, and we need to raise funds for our moves for Rodrygo. Also, Eze as well. Congratulations to Eberechi Eze for winning the Community Shield yesterday against Liverpool. That's 2 trophies they've won in about 2 months' time. It's brilliant for Crystal Palace. Brilliant times for their fans. But what does that mean for Eberechi Eze? Will his move now get completed to Arsenal? There was talk over the weekend by Sebastian Vidal. I was about to end the transfer centre. There was talk over the weekend by Sebastian Vidal that a move is fully nearing completion for Eberechi Eze, that there'll be 30 million up front with everything else in add-ons, and the main fee will be around 55 million to 60 million rising. So people, that is now it for the RASenal Transfer Centre. I hope you all have a brilliant day today. Make sure you get out in the sun, enjoy the weather, and I'll be back later if there's any breaking news. If not, we'll be back tomorrow. Love and guidance, people. Peace.